Hello everyone, I'm Chumageddon, but my friends call me Chui, and today we are making some Sims for the new Sims for Star Wars Journey to Batuu game pack. I think that's the official title that it has. Anyway, there's a lot of tea going on with this pack overall. So, I'm going to quickly read off the description that I made out for these Sims, kind of bounce back and forth between talking about my thoughts and explaining things about the Sims. So let's start off with that. This is the Black Spire Outfitters household. There are 3 roommates. And they all come from very different backgrounds. So here's the description that I wrote. Black Spire Outfitters is one of the few remaining Starship repair shops on Batuu, and is run by an eclectic trio from around the galaxy. Bryn Langtard used to be homeless on the Mandalore system, but found her way to Batuu while smuggling. So she was a smuggler, but now she's settled down and is running the financials here at Black Spire Outfitters. She makes sure that they don't run themselves into the ground, but she's definitely somewhat of a cheapskate because she knows how it is to be homeless. Our next character that we are making is Sir Bethael, and he made his way to Batuu from the harsh deserts of Tatooine. While he was there, he became quite good at wiring and piloting ships, and he now uses these skills at the shop, and one day he hopes to become a pilot of some sort, even if it means he has to enlist in the First Order. This does change afterwards, but we'll get into that in a second. And then our final character is Ronan Burdon, and he is a Force-sensitive being from Corellia who hopes to just do good in the world, and maybe that means becoming a Jedi and using his Force sensitivity to be a Jedi for good. So they all have very different goals in life, very different, but they're a quite tight-knit group, and they're just trying to survive however they can. They used to play pretty neutral in the battle for power within the outpost, but one day the First Order attacked their shop in search of Ronan, and now they do not support at all, and they side with the resistance all the way because this shop is their way of life. It's the only way that they make any money, so it's all they have. So if they were to lose it, there wouldn't be any of them left to go on. Did I put in the Ronan Burdon? Ronan is like the biggest sin mineral ever, and he needs to be protected at all costs. But like, he's like the best mechanic ever. I don't think I put that part in there because I forgot. But like, he's really good at fixing things. If there's something broken, you bring it to him and he can fix it. He will stay up until like 5 in the morning working on that for you because he's just the biggest cinnamon roll ever. But besides that, I think we're coming up on the end of Bryn, and then we'll be starting on Sirid, but let's have a bit of a chat about the game pack. First off, I am definitely very excited for it. It's like, I'm definitely a big Star Wars fan. Like, I don't know if you would know that, but like, I'm Chewie. And like, that stemmed off of my interest in Star Wars, so like, I'm definitely the targeted audience within the Sims community already, but beyond that, I am the targeted audience for the Sims pack here. So do keep that in mind. This pack is definitely not for everyone, and I think everyone needs to take that into account as like, this is a game pack, and in my personal opinion, game packs are like a good middle ground. They aren't as necessary, and they're kind of like a Goldilocks for the community. Like, not all of the concepts explored within a game pack will be for everyone, and that's okay. But it's not too small that whatever is in the game pack is not enough content to make it a good pack. It's enough that everything is like worked on and like developed enough that it's good, but it's not too overly like big and eccentric that it's not as necessary to those who aren't into the concept at all, and that's okay. I've been seeing like a lot of people on the bird app, as I like to call it, or of course it's just Twitter. I just like to call it the bird app sometimes, especially when it makes me mad. But like, a lot of people are just sending unsolicited hate to people who are like just excited for the pack, and that makes me mad. And like, if you try to defend the pack saying like it's probably going to be very good, like, they don't take that and they pretty much just give you a big ass middle finger for just saying that you like it, and that's not okay. Another thing that I saw was like, there's a lot of generalization and like saying no one wanted this pack. Why are we getting this pack? This isn't what we wanted. And like, these types of simmers need to realize everyone is entitled to their own opinion. You don't get to put one into their mouth. Like, you can't do that. there are definitely people who wanted this pack, and like in my personal experience with this pack, like I was kind of wary about like a branded Sims Star Wars pack, but I was definitely like really down for like a space pack where you could go and live on a space world in space. And I was like kind of iffy on a branded pack because like that kinda isn't like exactly what I want. Like, it's The Sims, I want that wackiness. But like, we need to normalize like changing opinions after like getting new information. Like, eco lifestyle was so hated when that first trailer came out. No one wanted that. There was so much hate for it. And it was the same thing, but like after we saw like what was actually in the pack, everyone was like, "Oh my god, this is like one of the best packs ever." It was one of my first packs that, well, actually I think it was the first expansion pack that I was so excited for that I did not wait for a sale to purchase it. It was that exciting to me. And like a lot of simmers are saying like it's not adding to any gameplay. It's not adding to my family gameplay. It's not adding any content to elders or babies or basically anything that's not a young adult. And like, yes, it's not. But like, where was this kind of argument, or I guess like plea to EA or whatever that they are making? Where was this when like hacks like Discover University were not addressing these issues either? And because I certainly remember like these issues with not having any content for anyone else being quickly brushed under the rug because it was university and everyone wanted university. So now, like, this is a big issue, but like, these kinds of arguments that you're making aren't ever being brought up long enough when it's adding normal gameplay. And like, that just makes me question the intent of these arguments. Overall, like, it's a game pack. Like I said before, those aren't as necessary to your gameplay, and like, not everyone is going to want every game pack. Like, not everyone wants vampires. Not everyone wants spellcasters. Because maybe you're not an occult player. Maybe you don't want Strangerville, because that's not your thing. And that's totally okay. Sending unsolicited hate because somebody is enjoying something that you don't is not. There's totally a reason for this pack to exist. Like, there's a market within the, like, community right now that is really excited for this. And there are going to be so many new players coming into The Sims because of this Star Wars pack. It's bringing multiple communities together. And I don't understand why people think that that is such a bad thing. A lot of them are just half-assed arguments, sometimes to, like, put people down because we didn't want this. But, like, it's definitely hit differently with this pack for me because, like, there's always people that are like, we want cars, we want university, we want pets. Under everything that's not those things whenever, like, big packs are coming out. Like, I remember this very vividly, that somebody was like, saw the teaser gif for Realm of Magic, and it's this magical portal, and somebody was like, it's university. It's a university game pack. Yay. And to be honest, like, as a concept to me, like, university kind of does fit into a game pack, but, like, it's never been a game pack before, so why would it have been a game pack now? But, like, there's always those people, but since it's, like, specifically targeted at me, it's definitely hit different because I'm definitely very excited for this. I'm sure there's going to be problems with it, but looking at the first trailer already, I can see how much work has gone into these items alone. I have no idea how this world is working. I have no idea how a lot of things are working. I definitely am very excited, but I am in one. I definitely want more information overall, and I'm sure there's going to be issues, because there's always issues. But I'm not gonna let that ruin my, like, fun of pack. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Just no sense at all. Like, my statement for family players mad at this, not everything is for you. There are definitely different niches within the Sims community, and that's, like, what makes it great. You could say the same thing about Elders content, because Granny Sheet did not win the Nifty Knitting concept vote. Does that mean no one wants Elders? Like, any content for Elders? Of course we want content for Elders, but, like, a majority of people didn't want Granny Sheet. Does that mean that just because a majority of people don't want something doesn't mean there isn't even a majority already of people who want something? Like, all of y'all are complaining about Elders, and Elders definitely need a lot more stuff within The Sims 4 because it's practically a millennial simulator. But it didn't win. It's those kind of arguments that are kind of like, why. I think I paused the recording for like a while I was looking for names because I got up a name generator and did that. Found some names. Either way, thank you so much for letting me get like my thoughts off my chest about this because I'm definitely kind of mad that like everyone is like, no one wants this because I want this. Like, now that I've seen it, I definitely want this. This is something that I'm really excited for, and seeing people squash my excitement is disheartening. So, it is what it is. That's the Sims community, and that's how it works. But anyway, thanks so much for putting up with me for this amount of time. If you enjoyed it, what you saw here today, please consider dropping a like or even subscribing. Both help me a lot, and I'd love to see you again. Dag dag.